All right, if you think the AI story ends with chatbots like ChatGPT, you're going to want to stick around for this. We're diving into the next huge wave, Agentic AI. These are systems designed not just to talk, but to actually do things. We're talking about a massive shift, from AI as a passive tool to an autonomous partner. And trust me, it's changing absolutely everything. So, let's really get into what this means. The jump we're talking about here is from an AI that just gives you answers to one that takes real action. Think about it like this. You ask an AI to plan a trip. The old way, you get a list of suggestions. The new way, the agentic way, the AI actually books the flights, it reserves the hotel, and it puts everything on your calendar, all without you having to do anything else. That's the real difference between a simple response and true autonomous action.
Here's probably the best way to wrap your head around this. A single AI agent, that's like one highly skilled specialist. Maybe it's a fantastic researcher or a brilliant coder. Super powerful, but it does one thing really well. Agentic AI, on the other hand, is the project manager. It's the architect. It doesn't just do a single job, it coordinates a whole team of these specialized agents to go after complex goals that no one agent could ever dream of handling by itself.
Okay, now here is where things get really interesting. Because not all of these agents are built the same way. Underneath it all, there's this deep split in how they're designed, and you could say, how they think. It's so easy to fall into this trap called conceptual retrofitting. It's kind of like trying to describe a brand new car by calling it a horseless carriage. You're using old words for a new reality, and it actually stops you from seeing what's truly going on under the hood.
And this visual just lays it out perfectly. You've got two completely distinct families. Over on one side, you have the symbolic, or what we call the classical lineage. Its core idea is all about top-down, explicit logic. This is AI that's built on rules that we humans write. It's predictable. Then, on the other side, you've got the neural or generative lineage, and its whole world is bottom-up statistical prediction. This is the realm of large language models, which aren't driven by rules, but by patterns they've learned from looking at unbelievable amounts of data.
So the really crucial thing to get is how they reason. Symbolic systems are top-down. They follow a very strict, pre-programmed set of if this, then that rules. That makes them incredibly predictable, or deterministic. Neural systems, they're the complete opposite. They work from the bottom up. They make statistical guesses based on all the data they've seen, which makes them super flexible, but also, a little unpredictable, or stochastic.
This timeline really helps put it all into perspective. You see, we started way back in the 50s with symbolic AI, all based on that hand-coded logic. Then we shifted towards systems that learn from data with machine learning and deep learning. But the real big bang moment, the huge inflection point, was 2017. That's when the transformer architecture was invented. That single breakthrough is what made today's massive large language models possible, and it basically gave us the engine for this whole new agentic AI era.
So, okay, how does this all play out in the real world? This isn't just some academic debate. For a business, this is a massive strategic choice. Why would a company pick a predictable, rule-based agent over a super creative, adaptive one? Well, it all comes down to what's called paradigm market fit, finding the exact right tool for the job you need to get done.
And this choice of paradigm is absolutely critical. Take a high-stakes field like healthcare. A mistake there can be life or death, right? So the predictable, auditable, symbolic paradigm is king. You have to be able to trace back exactly why the system made a certain recommendation. But then you look at a crazy, fast-moving world like finance. There, the neural paradigm is a much better fit for making sense of complex, messy market data, even though it's often fenced in by symbolic rules to make sure it stays compliant.
And this, of course, brings us to the biggest question of all. As these agents get more and more power to act on their own, how can we ever possibly trust them? Well, the answer isn't to just flip some magic switch and go to full autonomy. No way. It's a gradual journey, and it's all about earning our trust one step at a time.
The best analogy for this whole process is probably autonomous driving. Think about it. We didn't just jump from a human driver straight to a car with no steering wheel overnight. Of course not. We've moved through these careful stages. First, cruise control, then lane assist, and so on. Each step builds our confidence and proves the system is reliable before we let it do more. It's the exact same path for AI agents.
And this journey really unfolds in 4 pretty clear stages. It all starts with assisted agents that are just there to support the decisions we make. From there, we move to a collaborative stage where we start to share the work. And only after that, once that trust is really solid, can we even think about moving to coordinated and, finally, a fully autonomous system. But even then, it's always working within very carefully defined boundaries.
This entire journey,
This whole path to trust, it's all built on three absolutely essential pillars. First, you have to have transparency. We need to be able to see what the agent is doing and why it's doing it. That naturally leads to accountability, making sure there's always clear responsibility for what happens. And when you have those two things, you start to build the third pillar, trustworthiness. That's the confidence that it will perform reliably and that it has solid safety nets for when things, inevitably, don't go as planned.
So where is all this heading? What's the end game? Well, it is definitely not a fight to the death where one paradigm, symbolic or neural, is going to come out on top. The real future, the most powerful and the most reliable one, is going to come from combining the best of both of these worlds.
And that brings us to the most important takeaway of all, and it's summed up perfectly in this quote. The future of agentic AI lies not in the dominance of one paradigm, but in their intentional integration. The whole goal here is to build hybrid systems. Imagine an AI that has the creative, adaptable power of the neural world to deal with messy, unpredictable stuff, but it's guided and constrained by the rigorous, logical safety of the symbolic world. That's how we get systems that are both incredibly powerful and fundamentally trustworthy.
So let's just end on this thought. As these incredibly capable AI agents start to shift from being just tools to being true collaborators, our real job changes. We have to realize we're not just designing technology anymore. We're actually designing the future of teamwork itself.